know. It's dope though. It's pretty dope. They did a good job. Well, 3 to 4 hours. Yeah. Now you're gonna start to get sleep.
You ever had a pencil right? You just put it right on your hand.
Oh,
Yeah, it feels like that.
It feels like that? Really?
Yeah.
See, it's different for everybody. Like, I felt all the needles go in and out. But it didn't really hurt, like. You don't feel the jabbing? You don't feel it?
It's not like
Maybe because of the location, like you have it on the arm. Look at him, look at that. When your brother's going up, look at him. Following his sister's footsteps.
Yo, son. Yo, it gets like annoying.
Say hi, Pat.
It gets mad annoying. Yo. You get excited too?
Nah, not today. Shout out to Pat.
shout out Pat.
Shout out Pat.
Shout out Pat.
Let me see that.
Now my man got a tattoo so bad. He got like a lion. The lion was cross-eyed. Like how you get a lopsided lion?
That.
I'm next.
Next?
Not today. No, not today.
Why not?
I don't got no ideas. Yo, wow, that people start taking pictures of them like this.
Like this, bro.
He reached on the arm on the side.
They give me some work. Work was mad hard today. These kids get me tired.
Yeah, you stupid.
Oh, you look so tired.
He looks so what?
You can smile a little bit.
Yes.
One of the biggest straight faces I've ever seen.
Always.
Yeah, let me.
Now he's gritting his teeth.
Not talking shit like always.
You can smile, bro. That's the picture. I believe it.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I don't know. It's light, right? That's what you guys think? He was there crying.
He was crying? He was crying?
He down.
Right? That's a fact.
No, that's all.
Yeah, this man is.
Smile for the camera, this one.
Yeah.
I need to set a lighting in my room.
Nah, I need a ring light like that too. I'm trying to buy one.
In the basement?
What you trying? Yo, smack you. I'm still looking up here.
So what it means to me, about like 6 years old, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Right? I like planes and everything. I always want to be a pilot. So then by like 11, 12, my father put me on to this big, telescope.
Yeah, it was like a gray and black telescope Louis had in the room.
So then he put me onto it. So then every time I would take some pictures, of the moon with the telescope, and I would put it at the window, with the telescope and everything.
I would fiend about the moon. Like, I would always try to find the moon, but
yeah. So then I also always wanted to go to the Air Force and be a pilot.
Yeah.
Wanted to be a commercial pilot. All that. My man Otto, he was like, oh, he was like, oh, you don't cry. I'm like, yeah, I don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know it was all good. It's like, you know, it felt like he was drawing on me. He did the whole shading part, so that's the part where like
the background.
Like, it's kind of called space dust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back here, all of this over here, under here, back there to the side, little moon on the side over here. So that was the last part he did. That was like the last thing, and it was a shading and highlighting. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's also some white inside. You won't see it now, but by the time like 2 to 3 months, it's gonna be a big contrast. So also on the helmet, you can see it up there. It's like in there somewhere. You won't be able to see it as much. He also did stars inside the helmet, as if he's looking at like the stars and stuff. So my whole idea of like the whole spaceman was for him to be like floating. Even though I found this online, but it's like this was just one whole part. And then the second part, which I also added, which is my own idea, was this part up here. Which is this part up here with, like, there's a whole, like, solar system. So it's like Saturn is up here and, like, all the other planets and stuff. So this is actually one whole image, but then it's 2 images together. So when we got there, as you guys saw, like, in the first couple minutes, he photoshopped this in.
Yeah.
And he mixed this in together. So the solar system was actually in front of the helmet, but he shaded in the middle of the solar system right here.
Like he erased it off.
Yeah, and he just put the whole, like, as if the whole spaceman is just in front and the whole solar system is like in the background. So that was like the first thing he actually did.
You didn't feel like it was complete until you had the planets in your tattoo, right?
I didn't feel like it was complete until he had the whole solar system in the back. That I feel like then that's when he really made everything pop. And also in the background with this like whole like dusty type stuff going on, with like it's also white. It's also a little white. It's bleeding right there.
Yeah,
it's a little white and stuff. Little white stars in the back and stuff. I don't know. It looks crazy. Oh yeah, he did a good job.
He said this part was like the most hardest part for him and was gonna take like the longest part.
Yeah, but actually this part you guys can see right here, like the whole it's not really blended in yet, but regardless of that, like all these stars right here, it pops like crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's like little tiny stars like miles away. It's crazy. Like it's crazy. Also another thing is when you get a tattoo, it's gonna be leaking. Like most of the tat is gonna. It depends on the person though. It depends on your reaction, your skin reaction,
how you
heal, this and that. So I know me for a fact, I'm still leaking. Like the whole tat is literally like leaking some ink, but I don't know if that's normal or not. It's my first tat though, so it's alright.
Get him more later.
Get him more later. Hashtag sorry dad. Definitely not now, just because I have a couple more ideas though, but it's just not coming out, you know, because.
You're gonna try to enjoy this one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it regardless. I like it. I don't regret it. Because it's something I always liked, you know. One day I'll be on top of the rocket and stuff. You know, you guys gonna be like, oh man, that's the YouTuber. Something like that. Nah, just joking. But nah, I have many dreams, you know, to be going to space and stuff. That was always my top dream. Like the top of my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Like, share, subscribe, join us.
Join us.
It's gonna be an adventure ride.